All right, guys, here's this 56. Most of y'all know I've had this truck for quite some time, and I just don't have a lot of time, guys. I'm stretched real thin these days with the kids and the wife and my job and the stuff I had to do here. So, my day starts around 2:30 a.m. and usually ends around 10 p.m. So, don't get a lot of sleep most days, and I go to work, and once I get home, I've got about 30 minutes or so, and then I'm usually out here in the garage. Every once in a while, I'll take a day and just stay in the house, but it's far and few between. So when I get done doing whatever I'm doing, I don't really have time to back up and do a video. I've either got a mess all over the floor, or I'm just tired and I don't really feel like doing a video. So anyways, I'm trying to catch y'all up. I've spent the money on cameras and stuff. I'm trying to get better. I would love to be able to film me doing some of this stuff and maybe kind of help some of you guys out. But all in good time, guys. Hopefully it's going to slow down at work a little bit here soon. I've got quite a bit to do here, but I'm starting to pick at my stuff a little bit. And as you can see, this truck's it's in primer now. This is a direct to metal primer. This truck was soda blasted some time ago, and it has just set outside bare metal, and it just surface rusted the whole entire cab, and it almost ruined the truck, really, in my opinion. I sanded on this truck for days. I mean, just the cab now. The doors I stripped down to bare metal, but I went ahead and sprayed the matte brown coffee bean paint on those doors just to reseal them. That'll be real easy to strip back off. Plus, I just kind of wanted to see that color. I've been back and forth on what color to go with this truck. I had almost decided on satin black. I'm kind of going back and forth between just satin black and maybe some red patina with the satin black coming through it to kind of accent the wheels a little bit. I really don't know. And I procrastinate on things, so I'll probably decide what color I'm going to go at the paint store, and hopefully not this weekend. I got to work this weekend all weekend, so maybe the next weekend I will go out and buy the paint to go ahead and finish painting the truck. Just the primer on this cab was, I think, probably around $300 just for the primer, the hardener, and the thinner. And that's just the cab. That's not including the doors, the bed, the fenders, the hood, none of that. That was just this cab. Now, I think I've got 4 coats on this cab, plus a sealer. So I wanted to do my bodywork first. I'm not a professional paint and body guy. Let me make that clear. I wanted to do my bodywork first and get it straighter. Let me say that, straighter. I'm not going to get this truck laser straight. It don't have to be. It's a real honest truck. It has been stripped to bare metal all over. There's no filler in this truck whatsoever right now. I've got a couple little pinholes right here that I may weld up, may not. They're not going to hurt a thing. This whole truck, so I sanded it down, I stripped it, and I treated the cab with acid. So that converts the rust, and it's in a bottle. It's Rust Chem or something. It converts rust and kills it. So I treated the cab, let it set overnight, come back out and sanded the whole cab again. Now I'm talking inside, outside, the whole cab. I was wore down to the nub sanding on this cab. What a pain that was. But I wanted to make sure that the metal was protected. I could have just sprayed some paint on it. It would have lasted a little while. But I wanted to make sure it was done right. So, now this cab has been stripped to metal, it's been treated, and it's been, this is direct to metal primer, and it's supposed to have a rust kill in it as well. So that cab should be good for, a long time from now, especially if it's taken care of. You'll notice my frame's real dirty. That's from sanding, spraying, all that good stuff. I don't have the perfect environment here to be spraying paint, but I still got to strip the floor down. Matter of fact, if you look real close, you can kind of see some remnants of that treatment that I've done with the cab on the floor. I haven't sanded this floor. A lot of that's just black dust from where I sprayed the primer. So Anyway, real aggravating trying to sand the inside of this cab. Now, I'll cut this back down with 180 and then 400. Now, right here where my Bodywork's at, I'll probably use like a 40 grit and strip that primer back down, not to metal. I just want some good scratches in it so that filler will bond to that primer. And it'll be just as good as going on metal. So I've got a little bit of work to do on this corner. This truck was wrecked at one time, not hard, but it took a little lick right here. I've knocked a lot of that back out, but this still needs to shift this way. I mean, just ever so slightly. And then we'll start scuffing it back up where it needs some filler. The reason I went ahead and sprayed it and I didn't put the filler on the bare metal, it was trying to flash back over. So you'd start sanding here, working your way over, and look back, and you're starting to flash back over, even after the treatment. So I wanted to get this thing back in primer and sealed off as quick as possible. So the last sanding I done, I sanded it down as quick as I could. I took thinner and I sprayed the whole cab down with thinner, wiped it all down as good as I could, went to spraying, guys. Sometimes it's just what you got to do. I'm in East Tennessee, here in the South. It's humid, it's hot. So, you know, that humidity really fought me on this thing. But I'll tell you, the cab been stripped down to metal. Those doors were stripped down to metal for the better part of a week before they started flashing over. And so I scuffed them back down and got some paint on them just to seal them off for right now. Like I said, guys, it's not perfect. Still got a few little old pinholes here and there. Nothing terrible. The little seam here, I'll put seam sealer on that. Again, all that rust has been treated. It's killed it. It's dead. So I'll put seam sealer down through here. You can see I've painted the firewall satin black already. That's probably exactly what it's going to look like under the hood, with the exception I'm going to get this off of here. I don't really like that. And I've got Escalade cover or Tahoe cover, whatever. The big cover for the motor to cover up all this ugliness. And of course, we got to get the inner fenders and stuff in here. But I think I'm just going to go black under the hood. When I first had all this in my mind, I wanted to go ahead, clean that firewall up good, spray it all red, maybe even flush the firewall up. I'm tired of seeing it sitting here, guys. That's something maybe later on if I grenade this 4.8 or decide to put a better motor in it or something. Once it's out, I can go in there and do that later. Right now, I just want the truck back on the road. I just don't have time with my schedule, my kids, my family and stuff right now to do exactly what I want to do to this truck. Where I want the truck to be, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of hours, and I'm just wasting time. I mean, I can get the truck thrown together, and I'm not saying do a half-assed job. I mean, I'm still going to do a decent job on that truck. It's going to be a good truck, be better than most of them you see on the road. I've seen some really nice trucks that were junk, that were just thrown together with pretty paint, basically just band-aiding a whole lot of stuff. So we're still going to make a nice truck out of it. It's just not going to be to the level I wanted it to be, and that's okay. I'm just to the point now, I just want to drive it. I want to enjoy it, and honestly, if I got it to where I wanted it before, probably would never really enjoy driving it. I'd be worried to death about it everywhere I drove it. So why not? Let's enjoy the truck, get it together. Like I said, hopefully get my paint this weekend, and not this weekend, I'm sorry, working this weekend, next weekend. I've got to get that bed out here and get it spread around and start stripping it down. And I'm going to scuff these fenders up, take them down probably just about to metal. This old coating, you don't really have to strip all that off, but I like to get most of it off. Just get some good primer on it and start doing some body work, get it straighter than it is, and get some color on this thing. Let's get it together, get it on the road. Hopefully this thing will be rolling here. I'm not going to say it's going to be the next few weeks or anything, but the next couple months anyway, 2 or 3 months, hopefully it's back on the road and I can enjoy it. So anyway, I'm going to jump over here and do a quick video on my van. I've been doing some work on it. Hopefully going to take it to the rod run. I'm going to need some parts for this truck. So hopefully take that van to the rod run and use it to get some of my parts. Kind of excited about that old piece of junk, and I don't know why. I'm going to have more in it than it's worth, but let me cut this video off. I'll go out here and do a quick video on it. And y'all let me know what you think about the old van. Let me know what you think about this truck, about the color. Satin black. I can take and throw some sand and coffee grains or whatever all over the fenders, all over the bed. And once I get the primer and just spray satin black over top of my where it rolls around the body, some satin black, maybe a little bit of brown here and there, and then cover it all up with the sand and coffee grains or whatever you want to use. Just kind of spread it around, make it look like natural patina, and spray the red paint over that and let it dry. I don't know. You let me know. I wanted to go slick red, but like I said, guys, I just don't feel like doing all that body work. Anyways, I'll do this and do a quick video on this van and try to get these posted tonight. As always, I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.